I am here at the Beaver Creek Arts Festival, and I have Britten and Tim Lawton here with me, both artists with the C. Anthony Gallery, and they have their tent out here so they can meet some of the public and talk about some of their art. Good morning, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Wonderful, and you were telling me that this is one of your pieces behind us here, correct?
Yes. This is called Mystic, and this is one of my mixed media paintings.
I love the colors. And I feel like those colors too would almost pick up and go match almost anything.
Right, they're very reflective. There's gold, silver, and copper leaf in here, which will also reflect the light. And then the base painting is actually interference colors, so it will change throughout the day depending on the light.
That's beautiful. How long does something like that take you from sort of concept to the time you finished it?
Gosh, well, concept would be years and years because it all comes from my heart. So, it's an accumulation. But the physical process is probably 3 weeks, depending on how the layers are drying.
That is absolutely beautiful. And you guys have lots more pieces in the gallery as well, correct?
We have a full gallery. This is probably the biggest collection I've ever had here. I mean, we're overflowing into the second gallery. It's quite impressive.
That's awesome. Are they all large pieces, or is there a variety of sizes? And
yeah, we've got some little babies, and then we've got some huge ones. So this is probably medium.
Really neat. And then Tim, you have, I'm going to say some smaller pieces, but you have some different media here. So tell me about some of your work.
Yes, it's all hand-blown glass here, and I've got some from my floral series here, which involve lots and lots of layering to get that depth look in there, and a very long and arduous process in those. And then I have some from my freeform series here, and we have some smaller ones on up to like 30-inch tall pieces, so some very large ones as well in the gallery. And those are a lot different process, a lot less planning, kind of more fun, fly by the seat. Whatever happens, happens. Sometimes they end up on the floor. Sometimes they end up looking great. So
neat. Well, and I'm just sort of curious about this. I'm not 100% sure. If they end up on the floor, can you re-melt it and then use the glass to do another piece, or?
If they're pure crystal, they can be reused, but if they get other colors and they get contaminated, and they can't get recycled back into the main tank. So
I was just curious how that worked, actually. And this is why coming to one of these events is so fun, because you can ask questions like that of the artist. And lots of times when you go into a gallery, you just get to see the work. You actually get to interact with the artist and find out what inspired them and everything else. And you guys also have, you were telling me, a couple pieces out here in your tent of other artists as well, correct?
Well, there's 4 of us actually here for this event.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, so Tim and I, and then 2 others. And this is a representation of Jensen's work. James Jensen will be here as well, and Aguiar.
I really like the Aguiar one. There's something, I don't know, it just reminds me of walking through the mountains really early in the morning, sort of right before the sun has come up or something like that.
So each of these artists have a full collection in the gallery.
That's great. And sometimes if people are just walking by, especially with all these tents, it might be a little bit hard to notice, but you guys are underneath Market Square in that hallway. So if you come by the tent, I'm sure you can direct people over to the store, but you definitely want to go down that hallway and take a walk through the gallery as well.
Yeah, maybe find a little sanctuary from the heat.
Absolutely, because
rain.
It is going to be hot today, so it's a great way to pop in, get out of the sun for a couple minutes, and just look at some more of the art, because it is absolutely worth it to come in and look at it all firsthand. We're going to have one more check of that local weather for you coming up.